keep me away.
Let's give Jaidyn attention.
So I
You guys do not want to come back.
So
Let's.
I can click it.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, Jaidyn. Cheer for you.
Okay, so this is my portfolio presentation.
Okay, guys, Jaidyn is speaking. This is why we may have to come back because we don't focus.
I chose to do the identity question, and the three things I picked. The thing I think about most is my sexual orientation. I'm bi, and I don't really try to hide that. I haven't tried to hide that at all when I was growing up, so it was just there. Like, I don't tell people, but I also don't hide it. When I was growing up, on my dad's side of the family, I had a lot of stretches, and that ended up giving me anxiety at a young age. And it kind of shaped how I am now. And it wasn't clear until I got older, maybe 6th grade, that I had anxiety, but it wasn't really a big deal at the time. The thing I think about least is religion and my religion and my social class, because I've never really been a religious person, sir. Most of my family is Christian, and they do try to get me to go to church almost every Sunday, but I don't go. So it was never that big of a deal for me. And I never really tried to become Christian. I was just sort of there. Like, I went when I had to, and I did everything I had to. The three things that I see about myself the most and what makes others think about me is my sexual orientation, my gender, and my race. There's always been a lot of bias against African Americans, females, and people in the LGBT community. So since I'm part of all three of those, that's probably gonna work up to some problems in the future, but we'll get there when we get there. An example of this was when I wrote, I learned that I should hide my emotions. When I was younger, I never wanted to tell anybody how I felt, and I never wanted them to know when I was upset. I still do that a lot now. So when I'm upset, I'll just get quiet, and that'll make my anxiety start to shoot up. And I am reading about how that affected Grace when she hid in the bathroom. It connected to me lovely. That could be me in a little bit. My ethnicity is African American. My social and economic status is I'm middle class. My gender and sex is female. My sexual orientation is bisexual. My national origin is the United States. My first language is English. My emotional ability is anxiety. My age is 15. My religious is complicated, and my race is black. The hardest thing that I had to master was smell. I could never really quite understand it. And I said this a lot in my other portfolios. But as we went over the quarters, I slowly got better and better at it. And soon you started giving me good grades on it. And I learned that I had gotten much better at it. And now I'm confident to use it in my work. For intellect, this has always been one of my best categories because I sort of just let all my thoughts go into it, and I wasn't like shy to pick anything. For a shadow shaper's 5-part notes, I wrote, I now knew about how thinking and believing differently can save your life. If you have a different view or belief, it can help you shine a new light on something that can help you. This helped me. This is something I took from that because in shadow shapers, they were looking at everybody had a different view on the situation that was happening. Some people wanted to help, some people didn't. And she was always in the middle trying to get everybody's ideas together. For criticality, this is my best one I've done because I went into detail about it. For power, by admitting how she was wrong, shows her inner power. Equity, Grace finally coming clean about each. Oppression, Maya keeping the information on their mouth, Grace and Joaquin keeping them from finding them. This helped me understand the deepness of criticality and how all of it can go together in certain scenes. My favorite assignment I've done all year is definitely my positionality essay. I like writing in a certain way, so the fact that you let us write in any way we wanted to on this helps me out a lot, and I think it really good. You said I hit all the points and gave me a lot of good context back on. The things I need to improve are definitely the packets we did because I didn't turn any of them in. I didn't. I had a lot of other stuff to do in classes, and I just didn't want to do them, so I didn't turn them in, and I didn't do anything on them. So those are all bad grades. What helped me in class is when you let us get together and comment on the different books we read, especially when we would go back and forth about them. It was a fun way for us to learn, and it really helped me get different context and different people's views about it, and it helped change some of the ways I thought about it. Looking back on my 2 portfolios, when I look back on my 2 portfolios, I can always use more details. And I learned that I was always afraid to put certain stuff into the books or when we were writing because I thought it was going to be too much information or too little information. So I always tried to stay in the too little information section, and I kept getting bad grades on it. So I put in all 3 of my portfolios that I always wanted to learn to be okay to expand more on what I thought, and that too much information is better than too little information. And now I can put my thoughts fully into a text and to fully form sentences, and I can let my words speak for itself instead of explaining it. My 3 goals for this year are to throw everything into my assignments, no matter how big or small, pushing back my procrastination because I did procrastinate a lot this year, and you can ask my friends because they know that I put off everything to like the last minute, especially the PBAs. And trying not to let anything consume me so I don't get stressed, because that was a big thing this year. And I jumped into a lot of different activities that weren't kind of set on the side.
Please give her good feedback on the feedback sheet, since we cannot have time for glows and grows.